Hey there guys, in this video we're going to be solving another if-then question where we need to evaluate an expression using a given equation, and we're dealing with the floor function. So let's actually start with the definition of the floor function. Let's say that we have the floor of something like u, and it is equal to some integer like n. So n is an integer. The definition of the floor function implies that u lies between n and n plus 1, and we have the equality here because u can equal n. Another definition of the floor function states that the floor function gives us the greatest integer that is less than or equal to the number inside of the floor signs, which means that n is the greatest integer that is less than or equal to u. So knowing these definitions is necessary for solving our problem. Now let's go ahead and start with the given equation, which is the floor of 2x plus 1 over x equals 7. Based on the definition of the floor function, I can say that the expression inside of the floor signs, which is 2x plus 1 over x, lies between 7 and 7 plus 1, which is 8, and it can equal 7. Now what I want to do next is to find a way to see where negative 30x lies, because once I do that, I can evaluate the floor of negative 30x, and that's exactly what we want to do, right? So in order to find out where negative 30x lies, we need to find out where x lies. And in order to do that, the first thing that we need to do is to break this fraction into two fractions. So I can write this as 2x over x plus 1 over x. And this implies that 2 plus 1 over x lies between 7 and 8. Next, let's go ahead and subtract 2 from everything. So we can say that 5 is less than or equal to 1 over x, and this is less than 6. Next, we need to flip everything in order to find where x lies. But notice that once we do that, the direction of the inequalities will be reversed, which means that we're going to have 1 over 5 is greater than or equal to x, and x is greater than 1 over 6. Great, so we know that where x lies. But remember that we wanted to find where negative 30x lies, so that means that we need to multiply everything by negative 30. But notice that in inequalities, multiplying or dividing by negative numbers will change the direction of the inequality signs, which means that if I multiply everything by negative 30, I'm going to have negative 30 divided by 5 is less than or equal to negative 30x, and this is less than negative 30 over 6, which means that negative 30x lies between negative 6 and negative 5. And this is great because now we know where negative 30x lies. And from that, we are able to evaluate the floor of negative 30x. So remember that the floor function gives us the greatest integer that is less than or equal to the number inside. So considering the fact that negative 30x lies between negative 6 and negative 5, considering the fact that negative 30x is greater than or equal to negative 6, it is kind of obvious that the greatest integer that is less than or equal to negative 30x is negative 6, which means that this is equal to negative 6. Great. So we are done with this video. Thank you for watching this video. Please consider subscribing for more contents like this, and hit the like button if you enjoy watching this. Hopefully I will see you later. Goodbye for now.